was a little older, and come here, buddy. Heel, 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 sit, kennel, sit. And practice getting a little more of a mark out of it. The idea of this whole thing is so you can go out in the field and throw meaningful marks without a helper. Or as a warm-up, you could go to a competition and you just find a field and throw some marks. There's a lot of things you can do with this. And to me, as far as the going back to home plate portion of it, I just pretty much just do singles from it. If I was going to do multiples, I'd probably have to walk back to home plate to send the dog on the test. But anyway, now I'm about 50 yards. Sit. Back. Good. Here, here, here. Good boy. Sit. 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 Kennel. Good. Go a little further now. This is really cool when they get good at it. When you can get out about 100 yards, that's about as far as I go because you have trouble signaling the dog any further than that, sending the dog. I've tried having a walkie-talkie, I've tried various other ways, but 100 yards works best. Any farther than that, this is probably not the best drill. Sit! Back! Good boy. Sit. Sit. Come up. Sit. Kennel. Good. Sit. I'm probably not going to go much further into this exercise, but I'm going to show one thing, and I may come back to it later, but you can, as a thrower, double as a handler. So I'll give you an example of that. Let's say you're in a water situation like this, and it's a cheaty situation. You can handle from this position. Now, I'm going to do it here, and maybe later on in this series I'll go deeper into it, but this is just a little introduction that you can, from this position, stop and cast your dog. Sit! Back! Good, okay. I'm not sure I needed to handle there, but it's an example that you can. It's a good little trick because, sit, the thrower takes on a little more meaning to the dog. He says, oh, this guy can handle me. So, heel, sit, here, good, heel, sit, kennel. Good. So, in a general way, that's what I call going back to home plate. It's a way where you can throw marks for your dog without a helper and really advance his marking. It's good for a warm-up. It's good just so you can do a lot of marks in a short period of time. You don't have to go running back and forth, and you don't have to have any other people involved. So it's, for me, it's a great tool. Sit. Again, make sure that you work back to distances. Again, the key here is not going too far so that you can't verbally send your dog, or too far so that you can't see if your dog is misbehaving in his spot. After you've done the crate routine for a while, then you can graduate to a lawn chair or some other marker so that he can go back to his spot and know where it is. Once they're advanced enough, you don't even need that. They just have a sense for it. I generally graduate from the crate to a lawn chair to just a pile of bumpers, a bush, and then after they're older, they already get the picture that it's, they just know where the spot was. So I always holler, sit, before I throw. Sit! Sit! Up! Attaboy, good. Okay. Here. That's a good boy. Here. Sit. Sit. Excellent. Okay, can you get all the way back there now? Sit, ready? Kennel. Remember to gradually work your way back. And if you teach this well, you'll have a good tool to use for warm-ups, for working on marking, even working on cheaty situations, down the shore marks, all manner of things once they're really reliable at going back to home plate. It is important that they're very steady before you do this. Otherwise, they can develop some very bad habits while you're out there 100 yards away. You can't even see them, having forgotten your binoculars. Sit. Sit. Back. Good. Heel. Sit. Kennel. You good boy. Very good. He's a good